Here with the amazing, wonderful founder of Enlightened World Network, Dr. Ruth Anderson. And Ruth has a special treat for us today in this meditation time. We're going to be introducing some of the divine healers.
There's a reason Terry's here with us. Somebody else was lined up today to do the meditation a day. She called in sick, and Archangel Michael said, now is the time to introduce the divine healers. Now, I've been working with the divine healers for about 3 years now, and I've seen some really amazing things that they have done here on the physical realm. And as I was thinking about our friend who was coughing across the pond, as it were, I thought, I think she'd benefit from knowing the divine healers. And I know that there are a number of people right now among our own light workers who are dealing with physical, not quite right, not really sick, but not quite right. And I think these divine healers might really be a great addition to their spiritual walk. So I have witnessed, I've witnessed some amazing things, actually. I've witnessed not only physical healing, but I've also witnessed folks receiving help with sleep problems and anxiety, physical complaints. It's really quite profound. They gave me permission to introduce them to you all. And so I want to be really clear. I am not a divine healer. I'm bringing them into the room so you can experience them. I'm a space holder and I'm a light bearer. And I'm being asked to do both of those things here today. And Terry is definitely a space holder and a light bearer. And so they had asked for Terry to be the one holding space for us while we're doing this. So that's why Terry's here in her car as she's traveling across the United States.
And so honored to be here to hold that space, Ruth.
Thank you. I love these divine healers. I've learned to love them and trust them, and I can't wait for you all to meet them. So I want to be clear that this meditation does not replace folks getting medical care if they need it. None of the work here on Enlightened World Network replaces you all getting the medical care you might need. That includes mental health care. So please keep that in mind as we move forward. I wanted to let you know the divine healers will not interfere with the soul's journey, and they will do no harm. So if it is somebody's soul's journey to be working through an illness or a disease, the divine healers won't go in there and take that away from you. They will not alter a soul's journey. So let's go ahead. We're going to set the space. I'd like you to find a place where you can lie down or make yourself comfortable. And we're looking for a place that's quiet with no distractions. And there's going to be several times in this meditation where there's just quiet, just to allow you all to really go in and feel what's happening with you. So take a minute, find that place where you can be comfortable, preferably lying down, and with no distractions. Before we get started, I'm going to ask in Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Kuan Yin, and Divine Mother. Envision them somewhere in the room with you, and if you want, ask in your own guides. Let's just feel into their energy for a minute. You might see yourself on a table, like in an operating room or in a doctor's office. You might see yourself out in a field in the sunshine, on the beach, in a forest. See yourself any place that feels safe and nurturing to you. The first divine being that I'm asking into the room is Dr. Gray. Dr. Gray presents to me as a gray colored mist or energy. Dr. Gray's work is to remove pain. So envision Dr. Gray any way that you see him or her. I'm envisioning a large gray mist that's over the room. And I'm just going to sink into Dr. Gray's energy for a moment. These energies do not ever do any harm. They're only here divinely to support us. If you want, tell Dr. Gray if you are feeling pain and where. If there's pain in a particular part of your body, reach into that area in your mind's eye and pull out that pain and look at it. Does it represent someone or something that you're holding on to? If you're wondering what to do with that thing in your hand, there'll be an angel with a silver bucket next to you, and just place it in the bucket, and the angel will remove that. So just allow that pain relief from Dr. Gray to permeate the room, permeate the space where you are. And that'll continue as we move forward, meeting other guides. The next divine healer that we're going to meet is Rose. Rose comes to me in a female form, but Rose may come to you with another name in another form. Rose to me is always at the head of the table. So as I'm laying down, Rose would be at my head, and her counterpart, Blue, is at my feet. So imagine a divine healer at your head and one at your feet. These two always work together, and they are toggling your energy back and forth slowly. And this calms the central nervous system. And it can also be used with pain relief. So we're going to sit here for a minute and just feel and see if you can watch in your mind's eye, almost like your energy in your body is on a teeter-totter, and it goes from one end slowly to the other, and slowly it comes back. Let's just sit in that energy for a few minutes. You might find yourself timing your breathing to be in relation with the energy moving up or down your body. Working with Rose and Blue is a perfect way to combat anxiety, fear, sleeplessness. Invite them in any time to help calm you and calm your central nervous system. So we're going to move on to the next divine healer. This next divine healer is sitting to the left of you, off of your left knee, maybe about 7-8 feet away from you. This divine healer's name is Lemon. Now, these are names that were given to me as I was introduced to them. You may call each of them whatever feels right to you. Lemon's role is he always works with Rose and Blue, and he works with the endocrine system. So let's just take a minute and feel into the energy of Lemon. You may wonder where these divine beings came from. They were introduced to me one at a time in meditation over a year's time. Rose was the first one I was introduced to. Some of the divine healers have been in body, and when in body, they were specialists in that area. Others of them have more of an otherworldly feel to them. To me, Rose and Blue feel otherworldly. Lemon feels as if he has been in body. And the next two that I'm going to introduce you to also feel like they have been in body. They are psychic surgeons. Their names, what I have been calling them, Dr. Staunch and Dr. Might. Dr. Staunch is on my left. So imagine Dr. Staunch on your left as you're laying there. Dr. Might is on my right. They have always worked together for me. And I have seen surgeries that they have done from this place in the ethereal realm that impacted people here in the physical realm. So Dr. Staunch and Dr. Might, let's take a minute and feel into their energies. I can feel that each of these divine healers are really loving this time and attention with you all. I had never seen Dr. Might have a sense of humor before, and I'm watching as he's smiling and showing quite a bedside manner. So I can tell they're really loving this connection. The last divine healer that I want to introduce you to today, I call her Radiance. Radiance appears to me sometimes like white or silver fireworks, and sometimes like an amorphous energy field. And she lays above me, or is above me. And Radiance's role is to help align body, mind, and spirit, really bringing those three together to support you in your soul's calling. So, sort of updating what's happening with the body, what's happening with the mind, updating spirit to support you in fully living your soul's calling here in the 3D. So that's Radiance. And these divine healers work together so beautifully to support each and every one of us in the 3D, in a physical body. So let's just sit and enjoy Radiance's energy for a moment. I'm being asked to provide just about 5 minutes of time for each and every one of you to be in this space with the divine healers. It's as if you're in your own triage room, your own space of healing and nurturing. And just relax. Talk to the healers. Allow them to know what you need. See if you can allow them to just do what it is that they do best. And we will just sit here with you holding space for 5 minutes. If you would like to take more time with the divine healers, please do so. Let's say thank you. Let's say thank you to each of them that have been here with us today. Thank you to Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael, Kuan Yin, Divine Mother. Thank you, Rose. Thank you, Blue. Thank you, Lemon. Thank you, Dr. Staunch, Dr. Might. Thank you, Dr. Gray. And thank you, Radiance. Now that you have been introduced to these divine healers, you can work with them at any time. Just ask them in. I always ask in the archangels, Divine Mother and Kuan Yin before I start. I recommend that you do that. If you want to know more about the divine healers, I will be teaching a course on the divine healers. I think that's one of the things Terry and I'll be working on while she's out here. And would just be so happy to help teach you even more if there's more that you want to know. So Terry, thank you for holding space for that.
Thank you, Ruth. Oh my gosh, this was awesome. I have worked with their energy before, but this was even more powerful than I've ever experienced it. And as you know, I am traveling. So there's a lot of stiffness, and I've noticed a pain on my right side. So when you first called in Dr. Gray, I knew immediately why he was supposed to come to me today. And my back already feels starting to feel better. I don't feel that twinge of pain if I make any movement at all. So I can't remember which one you said came and sat on the left side, but
Lemon.
I actually felt when that happened, it was kind of a balance that took place between the right and the left, because the pain has been on the right. So I've been kind of babying that side. So now it feels like there's this balance in my body that happened during this whole experience. And I just want to thank you. Thank you for asking me to be here with you today, and for us working together to bring through more of this beautiful energy from them. They're magnificent. I love working with the spirit energy and in energy healing. It's just an amazing way to get everything back on an even keel again and have you feeling the best that you can feel. So thank you for doing that.
Oh, well, my pleasure. They thought it was time.
It is time. Yeah, it definitely is.
So with that, I think we can say goodbye. Thank you so much, Terry, for holding space for that. And thank you to our viewers and friends here at Enlightened World Network. We'll be bringing more to you about healing energies and fabulous beings like the divine healers. So thank you. Take good care of yourself. God bless. And don't forget to reach out to me or to Terry if there's any questions. You all take care. So much love.
Thank you, everyone.